Hello, it's me Luzak. Another commentary video of the Bingo Glitchless. I'm gonna probably skip mine against Misha because there wasn't much to commentate, I think. Also, I don't like commentating my own matches, but our matches were kinda weird. But now we're gonna commentate Imek versus PiKine. I don't know the outcome, I don't know how the matches go, so it's gonna be interesting in that regard. Let's speed up the video. Let's move forward a little. Okay, so we're gonna check the board and then see how it's gonna play out. So 20 cards, gold wizard card, challenge. We have this, buy 3. Not much buying, there's only one buying. There's a little bit of wizard cards, so mostly you collect silvers, but you can grab some easy bronzes in the way to grab this goal first, but mostly that's it. I've seen 5 completion stars, so let's check those that are related. So this, we have this and this. You have some Spongify, this Rig 2, another Spongify, another Rig 2. So, giving up spell changes would be a choice. There are not that many challenge related stuff, especially because you need 5 completion stars. That's actually a lot. But there are some challenges that are good to start with. For example, Spongify. We have 3 Spongifies, so that's pretty neat. And we have 2 Rictus, but to be honest, I wouldn't start with those. There are no many combinations with others. We have not bad Bicorn, with 2 of them here, 3 actually. Slytherin, I think I saw 2. We have 2 Slytherins with the armor stand, so you can say it's practically free as well. We have also kinda nice forest with defeat Aragog, complete forest, and gnomes with the mushroom, unique potion cauldrons. I'm gonna stop for a while, for a second. So we have basically 4 decent choices. It's kind of hard to tell which one is the greatest. Bicorn requires the most amount of time, I would say, in pair with the Spongify. So Spongify and Bicorn are the longest for sure. Then I would say the forest one, and then the Slytherin. Slytherin should be the quickest because there's only fixed bridge. Ingredients in Slytherin. It somewhat gives away to a unique potion cauldrons, but if enemy goes to forest, he's gonna have an advantage. But if he goes to Bicorn or Spongify, he's not really gonna have this. So I think oh, there's also Goyle, but Goyle isn't that great. Something to keep in mind. But Goyle I will skip from this analysis. Maybe instead of Slytherin, Goyle is a little bit too lengthy with all the secrets, and there are only cards related to it. So, Spongify, Bicorn, Forest or Slytherin. Spongify is a long-term goal, gives you advantage on, gives free goals, advantage with the 4th one. But the 4th one is pretty lengthy and can be easily interrupted with the Rictus Sempra. When you go to have to go to Rictus Sempra without any huge purpose, so you can advance on other levels quicker, which I think is Forest, and I will personally go to Forest first. But any of those choices are also pretty good. So a lot of stuff can happen at the start. Sometimes in the matches you can see the the goals are the same. Like the paths are the same because goals are pretty much dictated, levels are pretty much dictated to be the first one. Here you can basically go to 4 places. So yeah, Imek decides to go Spongify and PiKine goes to Forest. I would say Spongify is better than Bicorn for sure. So Bicorn would be the last of those 4 for me. Because it's pretty lengthy and doesn't give you a real advantage over others. Someone could say that Unique Potion Cauldrons is very good with the Bicorn. Yes, but Spongify is good as well. Forest is good as well. Slithering, especially with potion ingredients, is pretty good as well. And especially Forest is quicker. Slithering is quicker. It's not necessarily this goal is much greater, especially in Forest where there's Cauldron at the end. So Bicorn doesn't have that huge of an advantage on the Unique Potion Cauldrons. I would say Forest does the most. So we'll see. So complete Forest, defeat Aragog, knock knock gnomes with the mushroom, and that's it. Some unique potion cauldrons, and for the Imek it's Spongify challenge stars, gargoyles in Spongify, and Spongify secrets. Did he go to that secret? I think he skipped it. Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he skipped the secret, okay. He might think he's racing against PiKine. Understandable. But in this scenario, when there are so many possible starters, I would personally just go with everything in this level. I think I would risk going for everything. And Imek is doing everything except for Spongify secrets. It's gonna be easier for him to get those. Also, he's gonna finish Spongify faster. So he's collecting this one because it's an easy silver. So that's why. And PiKine is close to the end of the forest. And Imek has some to play as well. I wonder if he's gonna skip the gargoyles and just finish with 7 stars. I'm pretty sure he's gonna continue. He marks it. As I expected, Imek is probably thinking that he's racing PiKine, so instant marking it makes sense. But because of that, PiKine now knows. PiKine now knows where Imek is and what are his plans. Okay, he got those 2, and it should be the last. He can hold knock gnomes with the mushroom. With Spongify start, there are no gnomes and no 5 gnomes. The only other place where you could do it is Forest, that PiKine is currently on, and Defendo, that there's only complete Defendo. PiKine is getting the Potion Cauldron and getting the other goals in the forest. So defeat Aragog, complete forest. He can hold it for quite some long time because Imek claimed 7 Spongify challenge stars pretty early. And to be honest, he could skip the second half of the Spongify, as I was saying before, but it would only lose him time and okay, he claims it already. He could have holded it for quite some long time. From Spongify to even Aragog, the movement from one level to another is pretty lengthy, so it's like a minute and a half. So PiKine had at least 3-4 minutes of time save before Imek was even close of getting the forest. So in PiKine's defense, Imek might not probably go even there. Yeah, you go there, Imek. So PiKine goes probably Bicorn, or he's gonna go Slytherin just to get armor stands. Yes. So Slytherin is his next option. Imek might go hard on spell challenges. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe complete Gryffindor challenge is quite quick, but he's not. He's going to Rick 2 first. It's kinda hard to predict from Imek where PiKine might have gone, because Imek already claimed Spongify. PiKine claimed Forest before Imek finished Spongify. So if PiKine decided to go Rick 2, Imek cannot really stop it. So maybe Imek didn't go for the best levels, although Rick 2 Sempra in his case is pretty good as well. Although I'm not very keen on going to Rick 2 Sempra. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Imek is gonna be focused on spell changes that he already claimed he's gonna do with the Spongify, probably also getting this, maybe he's also holding this from PiKine's point of view. So he's already on 1 with the completion star. PiKine currently is doing the Forest, he's doing the Slytherin, and he probably might be doing also Bicorn. He's not gonna even attempt on stealing anything from you in spell challenges. So claiming Spongify challenge stars in this scenario, when there's like half spell challenges related and half none, it's kinda not worth for PiKine to risk going for any spell challenges unless he wants to cut you off. But he's gonna cut you off probably on Defender or Scourge, more than Rick 2 Sempra itself, because Rick 2 Sempra is too good of a level for you. So because of that, you can cut PiKine off from any of the goals. For example, from Bicorn. Where are the Bicorns? And getting this Bicorn, this Bicorn, this Bicorn. So PiKine, maybe going through Bicorn or Slytherin, you cannot really know, but just in theory, is gonna be locked from the goals outside spell changes that he already claimed he's probably not gonna do, or at least he's not gonna like hard attempt. In this scenario, Imek cannot really know what PiKine's plan is gonna be. I would suspect him going to Bicorn or Slytherin, so he's doing one of these. To be honest, I would expect PiKine to go for the Slytherin, but it's kind of 50-50. Maybe our opponent went to Bicorn. So yeah, that's why Imek probably went to Rick 2 Sempra. Maybe because he didn't know where to go, and also he's gonna be on 2 completion challenge stars. What could be interesting choice is for Imek to go for Goyle, because for the PiKine it's like 1 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be very close, even potentially 11 and 12. It would be an easy way, or Gryffindor challenge, because it's quick enough. So cutting PiKine off on non-spell challenges would be pretty decent. But the downside is you don't currently know where PiKine is, and because of the PiKine start and how the board looks, you cannot really know if it's Bicorn or Slytherin. But as I've said, it would make most sense for PiKine to go to Slytherin than Bicorn, because Slytherin is much faster. But it's not the end of the world. Imek has many possibilities, or now he knows that PiKine went straight to the Slytherin. So he has some advantage on knowing, but PiKine dies and he unclaims fix the bridge in Slytherin. That's pretty good for Imek, and Imek should know that PiKine died somewhere. So that's pretty good for him. So Imek knows the exact location of PiKine. In theory, you could bait your opponent into doing this. So you unclaim your goal to fake your death, and then claim it again after a couple seconds. But yeah, that will be too much to handle, to be honest. So Imek knows the exact location of PiKine, because in the previous claim there was possibility that PiKine was holding it for a couple seconds or even a minute. Of course, in this scenario it would be hard to believe. But if someone dies and reclaims it, you know the exact position of your opponent. So potentially Imek could calculate or at least be safe with Rictus Sempra. Unfortunately for him, it's all Rictus Sempra secrets. It's taking some time. At least he doesn't have to do like the circle area with this for the 10 stars in Rictu. So PiKine is doing this. Pretty sure Imek is ahead on cards. I didn't see PiKine collecting many. I think he didn't collect any in Forest, probably because he was afraid he was racing. So that's pretty good for Imek for the long-term goals. PiKine is collecting this card. I don't know about this card. I think I would just grab this one, because the other two in Slytherin aren't that fast to begin with. He's getting the ingredients, and now he's going for finishing. Imek is also close to finishing the Rictu. So even if they started the level at almost the same time, Imek is not that much behind from PiKine because of the PiKine's death. It wasn't that costly, but it took some time. Did he grab this? No, he didn't grab the goal, at least not yet. Oh, okay. We don't see currently what Imek is doing, but I hope it's gonna be fixed soon. So PiKine is claiming Slytherin ingredients, and PiKine is cutting off the Imek. As I've said before, it's gonna be probably Diffidor or Scourge, and it's not gonna be Rictus Sempra, because Rictus Sempra is way too obvious. So PiKine is gonna cut Imek on the Scourge. So I would recommend for Imek to cut PiKine somewhere else. But from this point of view, Imek might suspect that PiKine went to Bicorn. So a possibility to take is for Imek to go to Goyle next, or do quick Gryffindor challenge, then Goyle. But he's gonna take some time in Rictus Sempra as well. Wait, did he die? He died, right? Wait. Or something happened, because he was here. Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe his game crashed or somewhat. So that's pretty bad for Imek, because he would be almost finishing the level, so he would have enough time to go Gryffindor challenge and then Goyle. Potentially, it's not like necessarily the correct path, but it's one of the possibilities that I would recommend. So PiKine with this, also cutting off someone in this scenario, you make also a threat, because, for example, if Imek went to Bicorn before that, he's making a threat that he's in Rictu already. So he would kinda lock both of these from PiKine, even if he was only in one level. but because he's only in Rig to Sempra, that PiKine probably thinks he's gonna do. He's only completing like one level, where PiKine, even if he's going for Scourge, only for Scourge, Imek thinks he goes for Bicorn as well. That's why cutting off someone is kind of important, because you kind of do a goal that your opponent thinks you're doing another, so he won't go there, he won't go there, he won't go there, and if he decides to go for Scourge, PiKine can snipe him. So yeah. Let's see what Imek's gonna do after Rig 2. That's what I'm interested about. He might go for complete Gryffindor challenge. Also, I'm interested if Imek's gonna claim Rig to Sempra. PiKine's keeping this, which is fine and understandable. Even if it's a silver, it takes some time. But for example, this one for Imek isn't that costly, because he was already here for the Rig to Sempra secret, so it's completely fine. PiKine could potentially hold the Scourge, because if Imek already went there, he would have marked it. That's for pretty sure. And he should expect Imek went for Rig to Sempra. And Imek's actually going for probably Bicorn or Goyle. Let's see. So what's PiKine gonna do? He's gonna probably activate the last Cauldron. Imek's getting 6 beans in the chasm, probably simulating that he's in the chasm right now and not finished the Rig 2. He goes for the Goyle, which I expected, because Imek cannot really know if PiKine isn't in Bicorn right now. PiKine goes for the Spongify, either way. That's interesting. Also, PiKine already has 3 unique potion cauldrons. I don't think there is a need to hold it. There are too many possibilities for PiKine to go for him to hold it. Because he has 3, right? Yeah, he should have. PiKine a little bit of fail. So for PiKine, I would have expected for him to go Gryffindor challenge or even Bicorn or even Goyle or even Willow. I kinda didn't expect for him to go for the Spongify. He's even grabbing those to get some cards. That's fine, I guess. Unless... okay, he goes for Spongify secrets. He might be going for Spongify secrets, we'll see. That would have been interesting. Yeah, he gets potion cauldrons. There is no need on holding those. Also because you kinda gave up that you were in Forest, you were in Slytherin, you have a lot of ingredients already, getting one extra somewhere else isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so for Imek, I'm gonna tell you something. There's card, possibility of getting the card, but in this scenario I don't really think you have to do it. You have to grab this card. So, because there is no goal and you don't really need bronzes, you just need cards. So you could really skip it because it takes some time. So what Imek could have done is go here, jump over here, and go there to get the secret and go to the end right away. Because with the elevator he's gonna spend some time here getting those, and he has to go back and get this secret from here, and once again come back like this. Yeah. So PiKine is getting all the secrets. It's an interesting choice. I guess you have a possibility to get many wizard cards, but it's kind of slowing your pace. I guess you're competing against Imek in completion stars, but you already did it with the Scourge. So, well, maybe not competing, but discarding his plans, I would say. PiKine is not claiming the Scourge, so I would do it about now, because if Imek goes to Scourge, which is a possibility, a very strong one, he would be close to finishing it, because he didn't claim a complete Gryffindor challenge. So any other would be Diffindo, which is kind of slow and there's only Diffindo, and potentially Scourge when it comes to completion stars. So at that point, I think I would claim it. Also, Imek didn't claim Spongify Gargoyles. I was pretty sure he got those, but apparently no. So PiKine went for 2 goals actually. Which is pretty good for him. Imek is going for this card. It's fine. It's kinda lengthy, but it's good to get those silvers. So probably what lost Imek the game was expecting PiKine to be in Spongify, and he was skipping too much in Spongify itself. Because now PiKine can steal those. Oh, he missed one. I don't remember which one. I haven't looked. But counters notice. That's pretty bad for PiKine, because he kinda showed where he is. And Imex goes to Spongify? Okay. I don't know what his plan is. Because he knows PiKine is in Spongify. Did he skip only this secret? I think he skipped more. He skipped this Spongify Gargoyle, that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure... Didn't he skip more secrets? Unfortunately for PiKine, actually at a mistake he wasn't able to get this. So Imex getting the 10th silver. I don't remember which secret did Imek miss. I think he missed a little bit more. And the Hess, and yep. You have to restart the game in glitchless. There's nothing you can do. Because I'm pretty sure Imp also doesn't care in this scenario. Okay, let's see if the game... if they're gonna stop or what. PiKine didn't see that. Okay, that was a little bit of jump. So PiKine also getting... he didn't get the armor stance. Imex getting Spongify Gargoyle and going back because Spongify Secrets is already claimed. PiKine getting those armor stands. I guess he forgot. And now he has 12. So there's not much Imek is left with. So let's see what the numbers are. So for PiKine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So PiKine is on 10 already. And Imek is on 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can only leave PiKine 3 goals. Which in theory is Bicorn. Which I expect Imek might go there. But PiKine might go for quicker and easier ones. For example, complete Gryffindor challenge, Willow, and Gold Wizard card challenge. He has quite a bit of cards collected already. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna go for Goyle. I don't think that's the best option for him. I don't think completion stars is the best option for him. So there are two routes, and probably Imek is gonna go for Bicorn to cut PiKine on 3 goals that he's left, but probably PiKine is gonna go for the faster ones. So Imek better choice in my decision would be, I think, complete Gryffindor challenge. Then, well, he has to predict most of the movement. But I understand if he gives up Bicorn, it's already over. If he lets do other stuff, PiKine is gonna be on 11. He's gonna be on 12. So he can give up 2 goals here. But I'm pretty sure Bicorn is so lengthy that it's gonna take some time. I was thinking, but it also doesn't make any sense for you to skip something in Bicorn, but you can. It's not very worth to skip any of them. And PiKine goes for complete Gryffindor challenge, and Time is gonna go for Bicorn. So PiKine is gonna get his 11th goal pretty soon. Okay, 11th goal soon. Actually, he's not that far from completion stars. So, what actually PiKine might do, even more risky, is complete Gryffindor challenge, and it's gonna be on 11 and go to Diffindo. Complete Diffindo with the Frog strat. Nice guys, by the way. With the Frog strat, being very close to completion, 5 completion stars, and just finishing the rig 2. That also might be it. We'll see. If it's Willow and cards, or is it actually Diffindo? It might be Diffindo. Okay, it's gonna be Willow. It will be interesting for PiKine to go to Diffindo. I think it would be safer, to be honest. Because if Imek didn't claim Diffindo yet, it means he would have gone for normal Diffindo route, which PiKine would have won with the Frog strat, and he's pretty comfortable with it. I mean, it's getting 10 of bronze, but now unfortunately it doesn't make any difference. Of course, he has to grab those cards because of the golden Bicorn. So PiKine is going for the Willow, and as you can see, he completes Gryffindor challenge, he completes Willow well before Imek even is close to finishing Bicorn. So PiKine can do now whatever he wants. Of course, Goyle is already done by Imek, not claimed yet. Imek can hold it and hold it for even longer, but PiKine can do even Diffindo, but probably he's gonna collect some silvers and go for the gargoyles in the gold challenge, gold cards challenge. Maybe even buying. We'll see. And it's gonna be Diffindo. Okay, let's go. Let's see if he's gonna do the frog strat. With 5 completion stars from PiKine's side, it would be kinda risky, but he already claimed Gryffindor challenge as scarce, so it would take Imek some time to actually get it. Yeah, he's going for it. That's the downside of playing against PiKine in glitchless bingo, because he can do this. And if you don't know it, man, that was quick. And if you don't know it, or you're not comfortable with this strat, then you lose. Oh, is he going for even the fast one with the snake pop? Imek is claiming the gold secrets. PiKine might have gone there. He could have held it a little bit longer, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Well, it would give him couple seconds advantage, but of course PiKine does it. This one wasn't a wall walk, if somebody is wondering. Imex is finished. Oh, sorry. It isn't a wall walk, if somebody is thinking this is a wall walk and unvalidates. No, it's just the hitbox of the secrets. It's like this. So you can stand on the secret platform or whatever it's called. So it's actually not a glitch. It's not a wall walk. So to be honest, if I were Imek, I would know it, so because of actually completely different though, and PiKine knowing how to do it. So now Imek can go wherever he wants, and that's over, and that's GG's. And PiKine wins the first match, and it was pretty clean from PiKine. Imek had some troubles with dying, and especially the streak to Sempra, it costed him a lot. Let's see. It was like, I don't know what happened. Probably in the commentaries it would be explained, but what was it? 12:30? Let's say here, so it was 14:12, so yeah, minute and a half, minute 42, so minute 42 lost. And also the Spongify it also was costly, but kinda Spongify negates the death of for PiKine in Slittering, so I guess we're gonna call it even. So yeah, losing minute and 42 is a little bit costly. So basically this game was two different routes, which at that point was fine, but PiKine was able to cut Imek short on some Spongify secrets, on completing the Scourge. Then it was very challenging for Imek to come back from this. So yeah, GG's, and we're gonna go for the second match. So let's check out the board. So we have buy 2 bronzes, 31 bronzes. Okay, there are a lot of bronze cards, so let's keep it in mind. Let's check the other goals. I wasn't seeing that much. There's complete boom slang with tentacula heads. Is there anything with the boom slang? No, not much. There's Aragog in, Aragog out. But there's nothing else in the forest. So again, nothing huge. There are bean boxes with the peeves. Is there any scarce secrets? And there are 6 different challenge stars. That's also something to keep in mind. And there is gold with tentacula heads. With the go of up the fireplace. Again, Oh, there's Boomslang secrets. So, okay, let's stop. One of the paths is Boomslang, to getting close to Tentacular Heads, probably in Goil, because Goil is pretty strong as well. Yeah, that's it. There's also possibility to go for the Scourge with this bean boxes, getting some of these being closer to this goal as well. It takes a little bit of time, so the yellow route still looks better for me. Also, all 16 beans in Lockhart Balcony, it's gonna be easier to go from here to here because of the bean boxes in the grand staircase. What else do we have here? We have chamber chests, but that's it. Oh, Scourge Secrets, I forgot. Scourge Secrets as well, so Scourge is also not that bad, although it takes some time, but the yellow path is also strong. Both of them are completely fine. There are 3 spiders outside Aragog fight, but it doesn't really count. Why? 14 spiders outside Aragog fight, it's 3 in Boomslang, so you're left with 11. So you have to go to Forest and somewhere else either way. Because Forest has 10, with the last one being not the greatest ones, but let's say it's still 10, and you're left with 4. Boomslang has only 3, so you have still a problem, so you have to go to Spongifar or Chamber. So Boomslang doesn't really combine with this well. If there were like 12 spiders, then yes, then it's a good combination with the forest, but because of that, it's not that huge of a synergy. I would say even none. What else? We have some Rictus, Rictus Sempra Secrets, Rictus Sempra Challenge Stars. It's pretty lengthy, and there are only bronze cards that you can do in Rictus Sempra, and not really that huge of a worth. So that's my I expect it's gonna be Scourge or Boomslang Goyle. That's my prediction for this match. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. Also with the Boomslang you can get some Flubberworm Mucus. With the Scourge you can get 1 pretty easily. Later on Spongify you also can get some in Rictu later, so in Gold there is only 1, so Imek will... I predict PiKine is gonna go for Boomslang and Imek is gonna go for spell challenges. That's my guess. So in this scenario I would predict Imek might have a little bit of an advantage of unique Flubberworm Mucuses, but we'll see how it's gonna turn out. Imek is going for the Spongify, but PiKine is going for the Scourge. Spongify, let's go for the Spongify again. Spongify has kinda one downside when it comes to bean boxes with starting. Why? Spongify has 2 bean boxes pretty early, because you need 2 in Spongify, you need 2 in Scourge, and you need 3 in Grand Staircase. So you need to collect every one of them. The problem with this is Spongify has very early I cannot read early ones. Scourge has pretty long ones. Well, at least 2 of them are pretty long, and Grand Staircase is like doesn't really matter. So it's better for you to go to Scourge first, getting those, then later to Spongify, because you have to spend like 40 seconds, maybe a minute, and Spongify first to get those 2. If you start with Spongify, you have to complete all the Spongify, and you probably don't go Spongify just for this, so you go through all the Spongify, Grand Staircase, and go through all the Scourge, because one is at the beginning of the Scourge, one the counter, I'm dumb. I'm fucking dumb. It's beatbox, it's not. Okay, I take it all back. I take it all back. My man. For some reason, I was thinking of the counters, but hopefully it's gonna it's gonna be useful for someone. If there were not the beatboxes but the counters, it's more worth to go to Sketch than Spongify. But let's check the Spongify because I didn't took deep look into it. So there are gargoyles in Spongify. Outside, you still need those. So, but but PiKine and Imek both gonna advance into it. So I'm not gonna count it that hard. What else do we have in Spongify and Spongify related? Not much. There are two big boxes, but so it's kinda related because PiKine is gonna be at even better situation because he's gonna be at 3, but it doesn't really matter. In the Grand Staircase there are a lot, so let's call it even. And the PiKine is gonna go on for Scarce Secrets, defeat Peeves, and what we have this in the way. So it's pretty much even, but I kinda prefer Scourge over Spongify because Scourge is a little bit faster. But there's one downside of getting the Scourge, it's defeat Peeves. PiKine is gonna claim it, or at least I predict he's gonna claim it very fast, especially he skipped this first bronze, so he's gonna defeat Peeves and claim it right away. That's the downside of starting with Scourge. There's I call it early takers. So it's defeat Peeves, and there's no over. Oh, there's also go up Fireplace in Goyle, and there's one more, but not in this board. 16 beans in Forest. Those goals are pretty fast to do in each level, and usually if you go there first, you claim those goals first as fast as possible because you might expect the other person is there and you are racing. If you collect those as first and pretty early, your opponent knows that you're gonna spend 2-3 minutes there. So he can hold everything for at least 5-6 minutes before you do anything else. I'm just gonna have an advantage of the knowledge before PiKine. So I can predict PiKine's movement in the future. There are some problems. Okay, probably PiKine restarted the game to get this bronze, which is interesting. Okay, in this scenario, it happened like twice in my commentary, but I'm gonna explain it again. If there's a fast goal like defeat Peeves or something in booms like it was the situation against me and PiKine, in this scenario you usually grab this goal very fast. Like the fast you can go because your opponent probably might be in Scourge as well, you're racing, and if you're able to get this first, you're winning. In this scenario, PiKine already lost so much time. So if PiKine was in Scourge, Imek was in Scourge, he would have claimed it first already. It would be already marked. That's why PiKine knows that Imek is somewhere, he doesn't know, but definitely not Scourge. So he's definitely safe. So he can hold them, knowing that Imek is doing something else in the map. That loses kinda Imek's advantage of knowing PiKine's location, because he could have known, but now PiKine has a possibility to hold it. We'll see if he's gonna do it. Like, if he didn't fail, the correct choice is to take it. If he fails, the correct choice is to hold it, because it would have been already taken at that point. But let's see if he's gonna actually hold it, or if he's gonna take it right away. You can rush for this goal and also hold it, but it's kinda risky, your opponent might be in the same place. And Scourge, as I've said before, is also pretty a good level. So yeah. So PiKine decides to hold it. There's a question: why is he holding this goal? Is it because he failed and Imek cannot be here if he didn't claim it, or is it I'm gonna hold it and wait for Imek's first set of goals? So now the question is, who's gonna claim the first goal? To be honest, because that's what matters now. Because then your opponent is gonna know the location of the other player, so they can stall their goals as long as possible. Of course, even if they snipe one another, it's not that huge of a problem, because there are unique flabber or mucus they're gonna collect, bronzes they're gonna collect, and 6 strength stars in each spell challenges they're gonna collect. So even if you're sniped in those situations, it's not that huge of a deal, but still kind of painful to lose 2 of the goals, practically 2 of the goals in Spongify case. So they're both close to finishing. PiKine is getting this, and Imek claims the first goal, cast all gargoyles in Spongify, which gives PiKine the advantage of knowledge that Imek is in Spongify, probably in next to the last gargoyle in Spongify. Because of that, as PiKine, I would also give up on this goal. So then going to forest isn't that good of a choice to go next from this point. And why give up this? Because I'm already got 5, so easy you go to forest to get 9, and he already finishes it. So from now on, from this point of view, PiKine shouldn't go to forest. But what he's gonna do? Okay, he claims those pretty early, to be honest, because pretty early. Did you see that? PiKine, Imek was actually heading there. He saw the goals and boom. So holding just a little bit would be very beneficial for PiKine. I can understand why, because defeat beefs is pretty early in the level, but still, he could have held it a little bit longer. PiKine is gonna go for 16 beans in Lokar's balcony and bean boxes, so he's gonna be well ahead on those. But Imek goes for Rick to Sempra, so he's focusing hard on 6 different challenge stars in each spell challenge. Huh? Okay, PiKine. But because of that, Imek will soon know where PiKine is, but PiKine doesn't know where Imek went. So, but I could expect for Imek to go to spell challenges, but it's kinda risky. To be honest, I wouldn't really know where Imek is at this point. So it's kinda a challenge for PiKine to know what Imek is up to. There are a couple of choices. As I've said before, Boomslang with the Goyle later, and now the Riktu is not the worst decision. It's pretty fine. Well, that's all of it, right? There's 2 Bicorns, but Bicorn doesn't seem that great. So there are some options. PiKine is going hard for the bean boxes. He already showed that he went for beans in Lokar's balcony, so there's no need for him to hold these bean boxes. He can go straight for them, because I can expect that PiKine is collecting those at this moment. But as I've said before, PiKine doesn't know what Imek is up to. So it's also a good way to stall and maybe wait for Imek to claim something. What PiKine, well, no, I take it back. I wanted to say that PiKine can expect for Imek not to be in goal, but not exactly. Imek could hold it because this was claimed, so Imek could go up the fireplace, so not really. If you didn't claim 16 pins in balcony, you could easily assume that Imek isn't going to goal, he's not going this, so boom slang. Oh, and he's going to rig too. That's pretty interesting. As I've said before, you cannot really know what Imek is up to at this point. So it's very good for Imek. And let's see how long he's gonna stall the goals, or if he's gonna even do it. Not the worst for PiKine, because still he's gonna advance in this, he's gonna advance in this. It's bad, but not the worst. The worst thing that could have happened. Getting sniped, for example, in boom snag is much worse, because then you can expect for your opponent to go for goal, so you lose those goals, you also lose tentacular heads. The only advancement would be unique flabber or mucuses. So let's see how it's gonna turn out. My guess is Imek is not gonna hold them for long, maybe even grab them immediately. I'm also interested what's Imek's next decision, because he went for spell challenges pretty hard, as well as PiKine. So I'm wondering if he's gonna go to Defender. I don't think so. I still think Boomsang with Goyle would be a very good choice. Even if you, as Imek, were gonna give up 6 different challenge stars in each spell challenge, you still advanced a lot in Spongify, stealing the Riktu. It would still be fine, and you would still advance in 14 spiders outside Aragog fight, so then Forest is open for you. Potentially in the future. So it's still pretty much good for you. Imek stalls, that's understandable. He saw that after a minute and a half, he goes to Scourge, okay. After a minute and a half, PiKine went for Lokar's Balcony and Beam Boxes. Although Beam Boxes was claimed pretty much late, but probably Imek's gonna assume that. Wait, that it's hard to say, but yeah, he claims 10 different Rictus Sempra challenge stars and Rictus Sempra secrets. That's pretty good for Imek. As we can see, Imek, fortunately, he didn't do a Hess properly, so he would get a ledge grab and invalidate. I think in the tourney setup, it would be fine if he just waited for like 3, 4, 5 seconds as a penalty. I think the judges wouldn't mind. So I'm going through the Scourge. Unfortunately for glitchless, you have to go through all the challenge. In glitched categories, if you wanted to Scourge and finish the this goal as fast as possible, you skip the first half, because as you can see, Imek could be on 4. So if he skipped the first part, now the second part of the Scourge, he would be on exactly 6. But as glitchless, you cannot do wall walks to skip the challenge. PiKine finishes the challenge first, and he's gonna go for Bicorn or Goyle. Looks like Bicorn. And it's gonna be Bicorn. A little bit longer, but again, PiKine again doesn't really know what Imek is up to. So Imek is still ahead on information, because it feels like PiKine is is being behind of Imek all the time. Even if PiKine is a little bit better on the goals themselves. So 10 for the PiKine. So Imek is a little bit ahead, but not by much. So it's not yet settled who's gonna grab it. And we'll see what Imek's plan's gonna be. If he's gonna rush our spell challenges, because he's already on 3. Diffindo is pretty lengthy, there's nothing in Diffindo, so I wouldn't say he's gonna do it. He might, but I would expect not. But he might? Did I miss something? Oh, he wants to buy one Flubber or Mucus, but this is not the buyer. And he actually goes to Diffindo, right? Okay. Diffindo is kinda lengthy. Yeah, you're gonna get this goal, that's pretty nice. You're gonna get this goal, but yeah, it takes some time, quite a bit. And 14 different challenge stars, it's all of them. So you cannot even skip any stars here. So it's gonna take some time, unless I missed something again. But I did not. So it's gonna take some time. Also there's a Willow. So Willow, Boom, Slank even, and Goyle is gonna be probably PiKine's choice. Most of the players cannot really know what the opponent is doing. The only thing Imek can expect that PiKine isn't here, isn't in Diffindo, and shouldn't be contested by him. Well, you never know, but I wouldn't expect it. Especially if PiKine decides to claim Bicorn right away. Understandable, you kinda don't really know what Imek is up to. 11 armor stands is a lot, so you have to go to Slytherin either way. So getting those here is fine, but it isn't really necessarily micro secrets. PiKine getting a lot of Flubber or Mucuses. I'll still stand that Boomslang plus Goyle is a little bit better, but it's also pretty good for PiKine because of the Flubber Worms. And he's gonna get this now. He can stall it. Okay, he's claiming it. Well, he claimed Bicorn already, so it's pretty obvious. If he holded Bicorn, then it's worth to hold Flubber or Mucus for a little. Imek is getting some Tentacular heads, that's gonna advance him. Later going to Boomslang or Goyle. What's PiKine gonna do? My guess is Boomslang. He's not gonna risk the Diffindo. Well, risk. I wouldn't expect, to be honest, that Imek would have gone to Diffindo. PiKine is going for this. I don't know why. Maybe he thought this is the bronze. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Imek is gonna be a little bit ahead, I think, on bronzes. I haven't counted, but I think it's pretty good. It's pretty safe to say that Imek might be a little bit ahead, although PiKine collected many of them Bicorns, so there actually might be even. So PiKine is going for the Boomslang, getting some Tentacular heads. And now depends what Imek is gonna do after Diffindo. Maybe he's gonna be able to secure Tentacular heads from PiKine. although I would expect this is gonna be a challenge to do so. Let's see if PiKine is gonna do some fun strats. Or normal. No, he's not gonna go normal, of course. Yep. And now he has an easy way to get a secret. He can grab it. He doesn't really know what Imek is up to. He's ahead, at least from his point of view. He's not getting other tentacular heads, so he got 10. But also, wherever he goes, either it's Goyle or Diffindo, he's gonna get the rest of the tentacular heads. Is he going for Forest? He's going Forest. He's not gonna be close enough to outside Aragog fight. I think he kinda didn't know what Imek is up to. Now he should know. Getting 6 different challenge stars in each challenge means he was in Scourge, Spongify that he know, Rick Zebra he know, and most importantly Diffindo. So, to be honest, I would claim Diffindo challenge stars from Imek. He can hold it, but PiKine is not gonna go there. So Imek is gonna get the tentacular heads ahead of PiKine. So after Boomslang, I would go to Goyle. I would be a little bit like on pair with Imek. PiKine is trying hard to get those tentacular heads, but even if getting all in Boomslang and getting 4 here, it wouldn't be enough. It would be only 16. So you still need the Goyle one, where Imek's gonna grab those. Did Imek? Yeah, he forgot Fireplace in Goyle. Did he restart the game? There's a lot of restarts. Yep, he forgot. There are a lot of restarts. Already 3, and there were 3, I think. Getting the car and the 20th carved by PiKine, so PiKine is ahead on cards. Imek didn't claim Fireplace in Goyle yet. That's fine. So Imek has a little bit more possibilities to decide what level he's gonna do. PiKine does not. PiKine doesn't really can tell what Imek did. What? Let me check. What is that? How did he clip? Okay, I don't know. I guess nobody knows. Okay, that's kind of unfair. Okay, but by the looks of things, okay, they waited a little bit. PiKine waited a little bit. Okay, then that's at least this. It's not pretty much equal, but yeah. PiKine getting the spiders. Even Slytherin would be a little bit of a better choice. What PiKine could also do with spiders here, if he went for the Boomslang, he would have 3 spiders. Here in the forest, for example, say 9, and it's 12, so 2 in Slytherin with armor stance and throw Gnome with Malfoy. That's also a possibility. Imek is getting the Goyles one, also tentacular heads. Now PiKine should know where Imek is exactly, although okay, let's give me a second. Although much time has passed, so Imek could in theory be somewhere else. Again, he claims 6 different challenge stars, so he was in Scourge, he was in the Defendo. Both of them takes a lot of time. So PiKine, I think, should be secure that if Imek claims this and didn't claim this one, he knows his location is somewhere around where Imek is right now. PiKine is going for the Scourge. I don't know why. What did I miss? Armor stance? Is it all? Okay, he gets 2 extra armor stance. Let's see. If you go to Slytherin, you have maybe because they're collecting so many armor stands. Maybe I forgetting something. So 2 in entry hall, 2 in dungeons. So you have already 4. So you need 4. You need 7 more. Okay, that's why. PiKine is collecting so many armor stands, but still, that was kind of interesting choice. So he's on, should be on 6, and he's gonna go for the Slytherin to grab those. Unfortunately, he didn't kill spiders in Boomslang, so he cannot claim 14 spiders outside Argok fight. I know I was talking about that Boomslang isn't that important of a level when it comes to this goal, but I kind of forgot that there's Slytherin with 2 spiders. So then you can make this calculation. So 3 plus 2 plus 9, it gives exactly 14. So PiKine is getting the gnome. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna be 11. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and he's gonna need 1 more. Probably he's gonna go for some Aragog spiders. So it's really hard for Imek to get anything. He has this, and he cannot really tell where PiKine is, what he's up to, and probably Imek's gonna go for Slytherin, and it's unfortunately gonna be... And PiKine dies again in Slytherin, unfortunately, but fortunately for him, Imek is going for Slytherin. I guess Imek is hoping that PiKine is in Goyle. But to be honest, if he claimed go up the fireplace, he has this, I would kind of assume PiKine is in Slytherin to grab those. I probably wouldn't notice from Imek that this one is PiKine next goal, easy goal, where there is a willow, so it's gonna be hard to actually win. So lesson from this match. Remember, if there are 11 armor stands and you go to Scourge, grab those. So you don't have to go back. With PiKine collecting this 11 armor stands, Imek should expect that, yeah, he's probably here. He must be here, because getting 11 without Slytherin is impossible. From what I remember, you can collect 9 without Slytherin, and every... Yeah, he knows. At that point, he knew. That's how, with this manipulation of the gnome, you know that you're gonna save plus 8 seconds on grabbing, so this is an optimization, and it's a mind control, because PiKine doesn't really know what the fuck is going on. So with this, also with this trajectory, there's a parallel. Okay, I'm not gonna... Let's continue. But I love this. He's not just leaving him, he's like killing him. So yeah, PiKine could have grabbed some spiders here, but he didn't. So probably his next choice is gonna be Willow. Imek's on 20. Or PiKine is going for the chamber. That's also a choice. Kinda quick one. There are too many possibilities for... Even without slithering, there were too many possibilities for Imek to predict every PiKine's movements, so yeah, at that point it was pretty challenging to win. So let's continue, but PiKine is gonna grab those chests and it's gonna be his last goal. So it's already 3. Oh, he's gonna get those spiders as well. So yeah, now it's gonna be enough, and now it's over. And GG's for PiKine. I forgot about the spiders. So GG's. Another kind of clean game from PiKine. He got sniped in Rictus Sempra, but other than that, it was pretty nice. Imek again with some problems in goal, with the clip that never happened to anybody ever before. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's the GG's. The rest of the video is gonna be a repetition of one of the matches to not spoil. Or wait, it's another match. Okay, I guess they're doing one more. Is it a new board? Wait, let me... yeah, this is the new board. So even though PiKine won 2 matches, so 2-0, they're gonna continue with the third one. I don't know the Russians, so I don't know what third match after this means. So if there's another match to commentate, I'm eager to see it. Maybe because of the problems with the second match and the first match from Imek's point of view, and maybe they decided to go for another one. So more matches for us to commentate. Why not? Okay, and let us continue with the video and let's see the board. We have win 10 duels, 26 cards, 43 cards, and buy 2 silvers. We have win Quidditch matches. That's always good to see. Not. Yeah, that's it for it. So many cards to collect. There are some duels, not something that you have to... Oh, there's also buy one of each ingredients. So not like hard and important dual task, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video because it's going a little bit too quickly for me. So let's check the other stuff. What can we even point to? Maybe some flower pots. That's an interesting, but you have to at least go to the Findo. So there are shroom stacks, but nothing that much else. Different chance stars, but I don't combine with the Findo that well. We have all weirdo secrets. I don't see anything. I would have problem with this match probably. So Scourge, we have this. That's it. Maybe Boomslang. There are cut tentacula heads in Boomslang and a complete Boomslang. You can get some gnomes in the way, but if you're rushing it, there's not much you can do. So Boomslang is a very good second level. As a first level, it's not as great because you don't have ingredients yet to get the potion cauldron. You have to go fast, so you don't get 4 vegan tree barks, and you don't have time, so you're not gonna get 3 nodes in the mushroom. Also, you still need to go to the Findo to finish flower pots. So Boomslang is a good level, but not exactly the first level, especially if you think you're racing. Because if you don't think you're racing, you're just gonna skip this one. You're gonna slowly get this, but it's a boomslang start. Everyone's gonna expect you're racing against your opponent in boomslang. What else do we have? We have long bicorn, long bicorn. That's it. We have some chambers. We have something in forest. This is a forest related as well. Nothing much. We have used a potion cauldron in the hospital wing, which could be done, for example, after Aragog. So in forest you can get Aragog, using potion cauldron. After Aragog fight, go to hospital wing and getting a couple of wing entry barks, but there's nothing much else that going on. So you can go in a lot of places. So there is Bicorn you can go for, and there is Boomslang, Bicorn, Boomslang, potentially Forest, potentially Diffindo, but no, I don't think so. So yeah, let's see. My guess is gonna be Boomslang start, because there's nothing clear. There's some chambers, if you see, but the chamber too takes a lot of time, so let's see. Getting armor stands by Imek, correct. And they're both rushing Boomslang. So Boomslang is an obvious choice, but let's see if PiKine likes usually to go for everything in each level and not skip anything, and Imek can skip. I know he can do that, so it's possible that what I was saying before. So Imek might actually claim, for example, Boomslang complete, Tentacula heads in Boomslang, but PiKine is gonna be ahead on Wing and 3 barks and knock over 7 gnomes, although he skipped one already. But that's my guess. We'll see what's gonna happen in the match. Imek has an advantage of being insanely fast on Boomslang because of his tricks, so actually there are cut Tentacula heads. I don't know if he's able to do it without Tentacula heads. So Imek is a little bit ahead. And grab this, good for Imek. PiKine is gonna go for Shroom stack, and Imek is going normally. That's interesting. So you'll see how much faster is a boom stack, mushroom stack. So PiKine is gonna grab this, but Imek is gonna be ahead on Wing and 3 bark, so he's not gonna finish. Yes, he's gonna go for Wing and 3 bark. That's pretty good for Imek as well. So there are not like hard winners or losers. Imek is going even for this flower pot. I would say the little advantage PiKine has, because now he enters next level faster than Imek, but Imek has an advantage on flower pots, on winged tree barks, so it's not as bad for Imek as it may look at the first sight. It's pretty much even, I would say. But if Imek went for the Shroom stack, then PiKine would be in a lot of trouble. Maybe not in a lot of trouble, probably PiKine could have gone back for the winged tree bark, then you would be ahead on this, but again, then Imek would have be on two goals already and be ahead on the next level. And also in this scenario, both of the players know that they started with Boomslang. In other scenarios, it will be difficult to say. I'm gonna go for duels. That's interesting. They're gonna be fast duels because you only need to buy 2 silvers and buy 1 of each ingredients, and then win 10 duels. especially because there's not that strong and obvious levels that you can go for. So that's an advantage for the duels. So you only need 520 beans, which is enough doing the 10 duels, because 10 duels, if I remember correctly, gives you 675. So I may just have to finish the 10 duels. Little tip for first 3 duels: it's much more worth for the first 3 ones to go side, cast when your opponent is going, attack, side, hold the cast, wait for opponent to move, cast on this, and again. With the first one you have to do it only twice, with the second and third you have to do it 3 times, and from the fourth one you do this. That's a little tip. It doesn't save that huge amount of time, but it's a little bit faster. From the fourth one, I think it might be even if you do it perfectly, but it's much safer and much more consistent to just use Expelliarmus. So PiKine is going for the Scourge. Scourge doesn't have that much, so we have wizard cards, but we also have challenge stars. Is there anything else with the spell challenges? No. So basically, Scourge is the only level that you can go for, being closer to challenge stars. So as I've said before, there is no strong combination, there is no strong levels left. So basically going anywhere is fine. We had those matches in the previous semifinals that I didn't want to commentate because it was very similar case like this one. There's not much to actually commentate. PiKine forgot that he needs this card. There's not much to commentate and to analysis because it's basically who goes where. It's kinda random, or how they feel like it. Of course, there are a little bit better levels, worse levels. I kinda like Goyle because there are still a lot of weekend 3 barks, so you can go there. Complete Goyle and War was it? I saw one more goal. Gargoyles in Goyle, which is kinda nice. Chamber I wouldn't recommend because you need to complete full chamber with the basilisk in glitchless. It's not the great of the level, you can still do it, but I would pick something else. You can go forest as well. That's why I understand and I kinda like Imek's idea to just go duels, because it's not maybe very fast, but kinda nice 3 goals. With these duels also there's a tip. If you start with this one, I did correctly, although he's just in the edge. I recommend standing around here so the pillars doesn't move. With this one you also can negate pillars from moving if you stand about here, maybe even here. If you stand here, pillars also won't move. It's not necessarily that important in glitched categories, but in glitchless it's a time save for sure, because those pillars are not gonna help, as you can see. So PiKine going through the Scourge, getting some challenge stars as well. He claims it, so Imek can easily hold the duels. He's getting the secrets along the way. There are no entry hall secrets, but there are a lot of cards to collect. So it's gonna require a lot of time Let's see what PiKine goes next. He might be actually dueling. I wouldn't be very much surprised. There is one thing about one goal in this board that I want to talk about. It's kind of a unique one. It's not gonna be the case probably in this match, but it can also happen. The duels are fine. They're quite lengthy. They're not usually the best option, so holding them is usually a good choice. But this goal is kinda tricky. You can be easily sniped on this because you only need 125 beans. A lot of them you can collect going through levels. And you need just a couple of duels to get enough beans to buy both of the ingredients. And it can be easily sniped even without your opponent attempting these two. That's something to keep in mind. Just for you to be aware that buying one of each potion ingredients can be done even without all the rest. And it's not a strong relationship between those two that they're inejectable like these two. These two are heavily linked. By potion ingredients with the duels, it's not as strong. So PiKine is going to Forest to defeat Aragog and get some unique potion cauldrons. It's a good place to do it. There's a potion cauldron here, but PiKine doesn't have ingredients right now. He used them before, but he can defeat Aragog in the fight itself. Before the fight, he can go for another potion cauldron, get the ingredients that after a forest he can go and grab another potion cauldron, so he's gonna be already on 3, and he can get the gnomes, which he probably gonna do. And after forest he might even go for the potion cauldron in hospital wing. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. Imek getting some armor stands. Of course there are 12, so he needs to go to Slytherin to actually get those 12. He goes for Bicorn, which has 2 goals, pretty lengthy ones, but again, to be honest, just go with whatever you like at this point. So yeah, that was like the last semis went exactly the same. Like nobody knew where they're going. There was no like strong plan. Each level was equally good, I would say. If you want hard analysis, you can go for it and calculate which goals are the fastest. So Bicorn isn't probably the case. Forest might be a little bit better when it comes to time per goal ratio. So the forest is gonna be a little bit better, especially with the wing entry bark, which are easier to collect. Goyle might be a little bit faster, so it's probably Forest, Goyle, Bicorn. Chamber is gonna be somewhere down. Quidditch is gonna be the last for sure. And Slytherin somewhere in the middle, probably. Maybe between Bicorn and Slytherin is gonna be a difference. Maybe Slytherin is gonna be more goal efficient, but again, when making those analyses in the real time, it's hard to do those. I just said roughly which goals are gonna be probably the fastest in each scenario, but it's probably, and me guessing. That's the best you can do in the actual match. Don't overcomplicate your situation. So, because of that, I'm actually gonna skip a little. PiKine is ahead on the bronzes at least. So he's gonna probably get one. Okay, what was the better decision? PiKine getting one Flabberworm Mucus, getting this Potion Cauldron, going back to get another Flabberworm Mucus, when after Forest go to Hospital Wing and get this. Unfortunately that wasn't the case, so now he doesn't have ingredients. He still can go to bathroom, but then if he did this and went to bathroom, get another ingredient to get another Potion Cauldron, at that point he would be on 4 Potion Cauldrons. But that's fine. That's something to keep in mind if you have Potion Cauldrons. Grab one Mucus at the end of Forest, make the potion, and grab another one at the end of the Forest. This is something strictly in glitchless, because in normal bingo you can duplicate, it doesn't really matter all that much. So both of them know where the other is, although PiKine has a little bit of advantage, because if you claim defeat Aragog, you finish the level, and if you claim those bicorns, it's not necessarily you finish the level. But let's see what's gonna happen next. Imek's collecting a lot of wing entry bark. He's gonna be probably winning in this scenario, getting some cards in the meantime. Pretty good. They might both of them go to Slithering, or PiKine knows that it's still kinda risky to go to Goyle, because after Bicorn it's easy to go Goyle or Slithering, because you're already in dungeon, so those levels are pretty open for you. So for PiKine point of view, it should be a little bit risky to actually go to Goyle, but it was actually not that bad for him. What's Imek gonna do? Maybe Willow. Yep, it's gonna be Willow. Fast goal. A little bit of walking, but still fast enough. And even getting some armor sense in the way. There's only one bronze, so that's the downside of Willow, but still not the worst decision at all. Although after Bicon I would go to Goyle, and because of the PiKine decision I would probably snipe him on that. PiKine already missed one gargoyle. Let's see if he's gonna grab that one, because if I remember correctly there are 10 gargoyles, right? Or 11. There might be 11. I don't want to count now. So let me skip forward. This game is much closer than any other one. Oh, okay, he's going back for this one. It's not an easy cast. I usually... Yeah, with the long ledge grab. Without the ledge grab, it's almost impossible to do it, actually. And there are no secrets, so he didn't have to go there. I'm exclaiming this. PiKine getting Flabberworm to get for another Potion Cauldron. Maybe this time in the Hospital Wing. Maybe Imek gonna go there. He actually might. Or maybe not. It's gonna be Diffindo with the flower pots, mushrooms in Diffindo, and getting some challenge stars. Finishing Wing Entry Barks. It's actually, if he knows that PiKine might be in Goyle, then this is the second best option. So definitely a good level to take. PiKine with this. I actually have to learn this because it's way faster. I don't think there's much learning to that. It should be pretty simple, but I've never tried it. You're fine, PiKine. So Imek is going to Shroom Stack. So again, Imek is gonna go for this, so he's gonna grab this goal, he's gonna grab this goal, I'm pretty sure, because he's like 2 left. PiKine a little bit more. Flower pots. And PiKine is gonna go for Goyle, and Potion Cauldrons. And I hope it's gonna be Potion Cauldron in the Hospital Wing. So at that point, well, PiKine knows the exact location of Imek, but Imek doesn't know PiKine's yet, so I'm gonna wait just a little until he might be claiming those. He doesn't have to, because he knows Imek is in Defendo, so he has a lot of time to claim those, but he might. He doesn't. So let's see from PiKine's point of view. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with those, so 8 for PiKine, and for Imek it's 1, 2, well, he should expect Imek's gonna grab this with Bicorn now, and he's being Boomslang, he's now with the Findo, he should expect he's gonna lose on this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Imek's gonna be on 9 with the Defender. Imek's also gonna be probably around. Is there anything Defender? No, wait. No? So let's say Imek's gonna be probably on, like, let's say even 40. So he needs 2 border levels and PiKine as well. So what's left for PiKine is getting the cards. Obviously, he's gonna grab them either way. And there is a chamber, a possibility of a chamber, or he can go, for example, for Rictus Emperor to get some cards and being closer to get this goal. But he needs 5 more goals, except for what he actually has. So let's say he gets the cards, he's pretty confident on it, so he needs 3 more. Chamber, and yeah, I don't know, Quidditch. He might be collecting cards now pretty heavily with the Potion Cauldron and Hospital Wing. PiKine now is gonna be very close to 26, so he's gonna claim it. Imek is getting 9 flower pots. That's pretty good for him. PiKine should be on 26, yes. And I don't think Imek was even close to 26. I'm pretty sure he was well behind. Oh, PiKine forgot about this. He can grab. He doesn't have to mark it. He knows Imek is a long way in the Findo yet, so no need to worry at all. He can hold a lot. He might be actually going for PiKine might be going for bathroom ingredients and getting the last Potion Cauldron, the 4th one, which is gonna be the case, yes. And then going to the chamber, and yep. Imek, because of PiKine's holding, might actually go to Goyle next, which would be unfortunate, but kinda understandable why he would go there. Because he's on 9, he's losing 1 card, so he cannot win those. So from Imek's point of view, what does he have? So he lost this, he has 9 in his pocket. He's gonna lose on this, and soon PiKine is gonna claim this, so it goes this as well. So he needs 4 more. So he needs probably, and PiKine didn't claim it yet, but this one as well. So 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's on 10, sorry. He's on 10, so he needs 3 more. So what other three? Yeah, he might be going to goal or the chamber. If not, and he's not gonna risk, because it's kinda risky, he might skip those. Skip goal, skip chamber. Then 3 left are win 4 Quidditch matches, empty 12 armor stands, and 27 challenge stars, which are gonna take a lot of time. So PiKine going to chamber is pretty nice for him, but he's gonna take him a lot of time. And for Imek to potentially go for the levels, PiKine is gonna go next. But unfortunately for Imek, he's not gonna have to predict PiKine's every next movement from the chamber, and he also has to assume that he was already in goal, or he was already in chamber. That chamber and goal are out of his reach. Wait, so something was claimed? Oh yes, now PiKine claims this. Understandable. Imek might be close to finishing, or already finished the Defendo. PiKine probably gonna claim Goyles in minute and a half, and what Imek's gonna do, I'm afraid it's gonna be Goyle, or it's gonna be Chamber, probably one of these, but it might be Gryffindor Challenge. If it's no, it's Scourge. He decides to get those in Scourge. I guess getting some armor stands in the way. With Scourge and Gryffindor Challenge, it is possible to get those remaining different challenge stars. 27 is a big number. Unfortunately, if it was like 24, then getting 14 in Defendo and 10 in Gryffindor Challenge would be enough. The cast missed, unfortunately. But probably in the meantime that Imek is doing the Scourge, PiKine is gonna claim Goyle, probably also claim Chamber at the exact same time. He's not claiming for unique potion cauldrons, and now Goyle, which makes sense, and he's gonna claim Chamber soon. If he claims Chamber right away, Imek should know that that's all PiKine has. Okay. There's one more secret, so he cannot claim it right away. At least Imek's gonna know the exact location of PiKine, because he would be claiming too much at the same time. So yeah, PiKine is gonna lose a little bit of time on getting all the remaining cards. That Imek, fortunately and correctly, decides to skip those cards. He's well behind. There's no point on fighting on PiKine with losing a lot of time on those. Imek can also skip this part. Can he? It's only one star. I'm pretty sure he could. Yeah, I would have skipped this star. It's a very long one. Because the next best challenge stars are in Gryffindor Challenge. He might even go for Spongify for the first half and then skip in the second half, but I think it's a little bit more worth to go for Gryffindor Challenge. Although I wouldn't go to Gryffindor Challenge, I would go to Slytherin or Quidditch matches. It's hard to say. It's gonna be Spongify to get the remaining challenge stars. Why I would wait for the challenge stars? You're already ahead, having 2 levels. So he probably got like 9, and I'm pretty sure he's on like 23 or something like this. What PiKine has? So he went to Scourge. That's it. So at max he has 10. so he needs to enter 2 more levels after the chamber that he's probably still in, because it's a long way from last chamber secret to defeating the basilisk. So he needs 2 level when you need only 1, and a very short one and a couple seconds. So PiKine, if he decides to go to spell challenges, it's fine, but if PiKine decides after chamber to go Slytherin to get armor stands or go to Quidditch to win Quidditch matches, then from your point of view you lose. And if he decides to, for example, you go to Slytherin and you decide to go Imek Slytherin, and PiKine to go one challenge, for example, Rictus Emperor, to get some stars, you still have enough time because you just went to Slytherin as Imek, which is pretty fast to get some armor stands, remaining ones, and that's the path. So after armor stands, you then can go to challenge stars, because if PiKine rushes this goal, then you're still gonna be ahead on him, unless PiKine, which might happen, might go to win Quidditch matches. I don't think so that's gonna be the case, actually, because he needs to focus on 43 wizard cards, because he can't be sure that Imek didn't give up on this goal. So probably it's gonna be going to Slytherin or rushing the challenge stars. In both of the scenarios, it's best for Imek now to go to Slytherin, because this one he cannot do fast enough, and Slytherin is gonna be ahead on him after PiKine finishes. So let's see what's gonna happen. It would be very odd from PiKine to rush unique challenge stars, if I'm being honest. That's why I'm not really a fan of Imek's decision. Why is he? I don't know. Okay, I guess that was a mistake from his part, unfortunate. But yeah, PiKine goes for Slytherin to get those armor stands. And maybe get some cards in the way. Wait, what PiKine is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's gonna be 12 if he goes to Slytherin. And he's well ahead on 43 wizard cards. It's still gonna take him some time. So what Imek is left with is getting this, skipping the second part of the Slytherin now, and going straight to Quidditch matches. And he might actually win. PiKine needs still a couple of cards. It's still gonna be pretty costly. I'm pretty sure Imek should have enough. Yes. And he should now go for the Quidditch matches. Yes. And he might be fast enough. PiKine needs like 15. Although, as I've said, it would be a little bit safer for Imek to go to Slytherin first than for challenge stars. But it's gonna be win for Imek, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, he needs 2 more. That's why I didn't think of it. Okay, he needs 2 more, so he needs Quidditch matches and something else. So that's the problem. So yeah, that's gonna be slow but steady GG's. So Imek now knows that PiKine was in Slytherin. Unless PiKine goes for... Even if he goes for Quidditch, he still has 43 wizard cards in his hand. It's gonna take some time, but Imek's getting better ENG. My guess is Imek is still gonna be finishing Quidditch matches earlier when PiKine is gonna finish 43 without cards. Okay, Imek is even holding those. The only way to grab those cards back is duel. Because he has already have unlocked the last one. There's something here, I don't know what it says, but I hope it's not nothing bad. So how much? He has 24 and 18, so it's what? Wait, I cannot see. I have HD. I have HD. Again. I don't see it's 24 or 28. No, I think it's 24. So 22, 42. So he needs one more? Or he has enough? Okay, he has enough. So yeah, that's the GG's for PiKine. This match was a lot closer and I would say much more interesting. I would say Imek's decision to go for duels at the start was pretty good. So that was a good decision. And at the end I would personally go to Slytherin after Scourge. Or after any level with Challenge Stars. For me it would have been Gryffindor Challenge rather than Scourge, but that was also fine. Probably Imek was thinking about 2 armor stands and Scourge, that's why he rather went to Scourge. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching and listening, and see you later. Bye bye.